Okay, what is up, everyone? Uh, Welcome to the stream. This your boy Dark Jester, and we just gonna go over some stuff real quick.
Attention, all proud warriors! Have you ever considered joining Time Patrol?
Alright, what's up, everyone? This your boy Dark Jester 85, and we're gonna be going over Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 today. This is gonna be a new section I'm gonna start on my channel. Going over, basically reviewing some of my favorite games and seeing how they stack up and different ways we can actually improve on them. Seeing if we can make it better, right? Of course, like with anything else, this is my opinion. It's not something laid in stone, so if you pretty sure other people have opinions on what could be done with this game, on how to make it better and whatnot. So no need to go crazy about that. But other than that, let's get into it. Sorry about my voice. I just came off getting my booster shot, so let's get into this. Yeah. See, I got a bunch of fucking... Look at all these fucking characters I got here. Oh, I jump into my Saiyan. That's, of course, that's the one that has everything. Let's go ahead and put him in. Load this up. Single player. Yeah, I ain't got none of them DLC freaking loading screens. That's another thing I'm gonna talk about too. This game seems to have a bunch of weird. They made a bunch of weird decisions when it came to DLC and shit like that. I don't get it. But first things first. Get the shit out the way. There we go. Alright. Well, first thing first, we're going to get this out the way. The story. Now, of course, being that this is an action-adventure game with RPG elements, with, you know, customizing your own character, leveling them up and whatnot, it's going to have a campaign mode, per se, and the story. And, of course, Dragon Ball's been around, like, the franchise itself has been around for quite some time, so you gotta imagine there's been a bunch of other Dragon Ball games that go about the story. And of course, being that the game is a Dragon Ball game focused on Dragon Ball franchise, the target audience for this game is gonna more than likely be people who are quite familiar with the franchise itself, which also, you know, means that they're assuming that the target audience knows somewhat about the overarching story and who these characters are, you know, shit like that. And of course, being that is Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 and not Xenoverse 1, that's also the chance that you've also played the first one. So with all that aside, yeah, the story pretty much picks up from the first one. You know, your Time Patroller, been inducted into the, I guess, Time Patrol Academy. And what you do is, if you're familiar with the Marvel's Loki TV series, pretty much sum it up, you're the TVA. All you do is go around cleaning up various time rifts and making things how they're supposed to be. And of course, the bad guys are people who don't want those things to happen like they should be. Just like in the Loki TV show. That's pretty much how that works. Story mode works as good as, anything other than just going through the Saiyan saga, Cell saga, Android saga, all those sagas beat by beat, like we've seen a million times. Anything other than that is gonna work. And on top of that, being that these games they pretty much go towards like making your own character, that is also a plus. Anything with customization automatically like makes it that much better. So with that being said, the story is good. It don't need, it's good where it's at, so we don't need to change nothing about that. Oh, what you got for me? I don't know what you said. You said some bullshit. I don't care. But all right. But the next thing we're gonna get into is the customization. So with that being said, we're gonna go back out right quick. And now also with the hub world and everything, the whole hub world and all that, that's good too. You know, you can have shops that you can buy moves and stuff from, little mini games all around. You know, the typical stuff you find in RPG like action adventure games. You know what I'm saying? So that's all that stuff is good. But now, like I said, we're gonna go into the customization, and we got one more slot here just for this occasion. So as you can see, yeah, these are all the races you can get in this game. So you had the Majin race, the Saiyan race, Earthling, the Mechian, and the Frieza race, right? That's what they call them, Frieza race, but I thought they were called changelings, but uh, I guess a whole race is, you know how popular Frieza is. This is kind of one of the, I guess this is nitpicky a little bit, but still, I mean, they do actually have a name. It's like calling the Mechian race the Piccolo race. It's, you know, if anything, I'll call it the Cooler race. I like Cooler better, or King Cold, right? But yeah, that's not the point though. It should be Changeling, but as of now, as of year 2022, we all know that when it comes to the races, it's kind of lacking. There should be it's definitely missing one for sure. Like I don't know if you guys can tell, but is there a race here that you think could be added that has been here already, like for the longest time? Give you a hint. Their name has a number in it. I don't know if you guessed it, but yes, I'm talking about androids. Androids 17, 18 to be exact. Now, since Dragon Ball, androids have been in the franchise for quite some time. Like I don't know if you guys ever heard of. So there's probably people that only started watching really in Super, you know the babies and all that. But yeah, you got characters like Rayleigh, Ader, and from the movies, Android was it um, 13? You know the cowboy dude or the redneck guy. Um, then of course if you play fighters, you got Android 18, not 18, but 21. The chick that becomes a Majin, I guess. I don't know how that works. Android can change to a Majin. I have fighters, but I don't really play it. That's another story. But well, that I'll make that to another episode later down the road. Although there are some connections with that game that this game shared too. Some discrepancies I have. If they combined elements from that game with this, it would make it a little bit better. But still, like they're missing the androids for one. That's a race that easily could have been added. And as you can see at the bottom of all these races here, they have like a brief description of how these races interact when they're in the fight. Like, you know, Majin's high defense, slow stamina recovery. But when their bonus stamina is maxed, that's deferred by gender. Wait a minute. That's weird. I thought Majins had really fast stamina recovery. Well, at least the female Majin does. Huh. But, and yeah, the Saiyans attack power rise when health is low. Earthlings. Key, refill, key refills automatically. In fact, this stat actually seems like it would be what the androids would have. But okay. Um, items are more effective than other races and health is okay, that makes sense. Not about the item stuff, but the health regeneration it makes sense though. Long attack number. Hmm. Yeah, I guess that's cool. But yeah, like I said, so you have the androids that should actually be here too. Not only does that bring forth another race, but more customizations and all that good shit too. So not everybody, I mean, yeah, believe it or not, not everybody wants to be a Saiyan, you know. Yeah. So having the Majins there is cool, Earthling, Namekian, Frieza. But like I said, Android should be here. Also, with the inclusion of Super, being that Super is a thing. Oh, not even before Super, the Kais. Kais could be a race as well. Like I think it's the I'm not sure which Kai it was, but the Mohawk one that tried to participate in the tournament where Majin Vegeta, the Majin Buu saga tournament. He tried to fight in the tournament too. I mean, he did the fusion with his 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 assistant. I forget that dude's name, but they're capable fighters too. They do fight, and as you can see in the Super Arc was a Masu. That's the whole thing too. So they are a race that could actually be put in this game with their own little stats. So we got androids and Kais, both could be in here. What else could we have? And let's think of all the races in the Super Tournament. So we got the werewolf guys. They could be the Bergamo and all them. All three of them. So that shows that that's the thing. They could actually put the wolf, or they could call them beast people or whatever that it could be for a beast man or something like that. Throw them guys in there. The race that taught Goku how to do instant transmission. That dude, I forget their name too, but one of them was present in tournament power. We could have those guys in, and many others. Just all you have to do is just watch the show and just look at the races here, and think of all the races that popped up in the show, and throw them in. And if you want to go into how to make their stats or what their radiant abilities are, then you can do that based off what they've done in the show. But that's the thing that they could actually do. Also, now we go even further past that. All these races, depending on how you pick them, they all have a preset way of fighting, like I guess a generic combo set. So if you pick a male Saiyan, he's gonna just fight a certain way. Female Saiyans have a specific combo chain of how they fight. Majin, male and female, have their generic combos. Earthling, the Namekians, and the Frieza race, changing the race too. But now that's all good, but this is where you can improve on that. So in this game, what you can do, being that you can customize your own character, you're probably wondering, so how do you get moves and stuff? So what you do in this game is you have mentors or instructors, right? and you do quests with them. And if on completion of these quests, you get their special moves, and you can equip them on your character, right? Some moves you get by doing the instructor quests, others you get by doing parallel quests. So you just have to do all the quests, you get their moves, right? So let's just say here you go to customize, change skill set, right? Boom. Look at all these moves. All came from either a parallel quest or from doing these various instructor quests all around the map. Like for instance, here's Majin Buu right here. If you want, you talk to him, hit train me, boom. And then you have his initiation tests and all these tests. And upon completion of all these quests, you see in the rewards, you get one of his moves, right? And as you see, I've done it all. I've done all this already. So, innocent will, angry head, innocent cannon, innocent breath. But what you could also do with this is, after you done did all those quests, right? What you could do is put a little feature in where when you max out your friendship level with these guys, you get their combo chain, right? Or their move, the generic move set they use. And I know, like, of course, being that my character is a Saiyan, he's not gonna have access to Majin Buu's combo set, right? So, yeah, that'd be off limits. But let's see here. Let's find another character. Boom. We got Gotenks here. What's saying that I couldn't get his combo chain, right? Instead of having the generic Saiyan one. So that could be an improvement they could make on the game. So when you max out their friendships with certain instructors that match your character somewhat, that are actually capable of doing their combo chains, you can actually equip their specific combo chains onto your character. So for instance, if you have a sword, you want to make a sword based character, right? You got a sword and everything, make a character customized off all the sword moves in the game. Then you can give him the combo chain of a sword character that's already in the game, like Trunks, Tapion, even Janemba. Although I think Janemba actually would be excluded because he has a tail, and like the changeling, so that'll actually be a specific one for changelings. But other than that, you have Tapion, and the Trunks character, both Trunks, GT and regular Trunks, since they both fight differently. So that's three different sword characters with three different combo chains that you could actually have for your custom character. So that could be a thing that you do for this game. Also, another thing they could do with that to make this game more enjoyable for trying to grind out all these custom moves for your custom character is remove RNG. Like as you see, of course, I've got some of these already. Don't want to go into how long it took to get some of these damn moves, but like I'm still missing some. Hyper Tornado. Thing is, with RNG, you could do these quests to perfection, get a Z ranking, and you probably won't even get anything. So that it's like, why even waste your time? I mean, of course, depending on the move too, you might actually get the move and it's crap, and you're like, I really busted my ass to get this move to find out it sucks. And in a game like this, like, you shouldn't. It's being that it's not an MMO or MMO game like that. There's no reason to have RNG. It's not like it's giving you an advantage over someone else. These are just moves that can be interchanged with other characters that you have. So that there's no reason to have that here. You do the move, you do the quest, beat without at a Z ranking, and complete the hidden prerequisites to get the win conditions. As you see, that is colored blue. You get Z ranking, all of that, and boom. By doing that, you should get everything that's on there. So they could work that out and make that way better because as of right now, like some of those quests are extremely hard to do, especially if you're playing by yourself, which I know a lot of people try to play offline on their own because, not a lot of people have the best internet and that could also cause a problem too. So playing by yourself might be the only way, or you have nobody to play the game with and you're trying to get all the moves and you're just having a hard time because another problem that this game has is stupid AI. Of course, the computer's AI is good, but your AI, your allies' AI is trash. Don't know why that's a thing, but it is. But they could improve on that as well. Next thing we got to get into the biggest thing, in my opinion, is the roster. So let's get into that. Now, this roster is a mess. Look at this shit. What is this? This does not need to be here. Like, look at this. Most of these presets are just little small variations of his turtle hermit gi. Like this is insane. How many is this? How many is that anyway? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And this last one, the reason why it's colored this way is this is the one that you can customize yourself. As you see, Goku's wearing a snowsuit from the Dragon Ball Super movie. I put that on him. And of course, to get that little snowsuit, you gotta do some special shit. Just to put a new little outfit on. I mean, it's all right. All my stuff like that. Something to work to if you're trying to play this. You're into this game like that. But to be honest, there is no reason to have this. Man, you might be like, oh, but you look at the moves; they're all kind of different. Mm, that's no, that's not enough. Because the only thing here is, oh, see now we have a different one here. Why you say it's different? Because he goes Kaioken here. So to be honest with you, they don't need. And then of course go from Kaioken. Now you got like how many of these are Kaioken? How many of these are Super Saiyan? Now this one has nothing. This don't even need to be here. Like the nothing, no transformation Goku. Get that out of here. That shouldn't even be here. So get these first three. They can go away. Kaioken, you can 1, 2, 3. So this is how this works. They need to clean this roster up. They can have a Goku, right? A Goku that does Kaioken. Give him all the Kaioken or the moves that he had when he was utilizing Kaioken, which are all the moves in this game. Like you see, where is it at? Does he have them? Actually, my character has them. Oh, Kaioken Assault. That's that move he did on was it I think it was during yeah when he went to Namek and fought against the Ginyu Squad. That big dude with the orange hair. I forget his damn name. He in the game though, but he did the Kaioken Assault on him. Had him landed on his fist and all that good shit. That's what that move is. Kaioken Assault. Of course, Kaioken Kamehameha. Then you got times 4 Kaioken Kamehameha and then times 20. That should be Kaioken Goku, right? And that's it. Just one, right? So we can get that, and all this can go. Have that Goku right here. Then the next Goku, and then that's nothing. Clean up the roster. Have all the versions of Gokus in one spot, right? So you have him right there, or you can go up, down. Like you see how they did it, right? Kind of like here. Oh, they kind of got it right a little bit. They tried to keep it all together somewhat. So you have Goku here, Kaioken. What? Oh, and I just realized that. Oh, oh no. Hold on. I jumped back off here. Let me get back into it. So you have Kaioken Goku. This and then the next one over to the right should be the Goku that goes regular Super Saiyan, like one Super Saiyan 1 to Super Saiyan 3. So we had these. Just split this up. Kaioken, boom. Then Super Saiyan, boom. Have them both here side by side, right? Kaioken, kind of like they did in Fighters. But the only difference is, had them fight differently, somewhat differently. Because I know Goku with Kaioken does not fight the same as Super Saiyan Goku. You know, he's a lot stronger, he's a lot more experienced, and he has new moves, right? So he's not going to fight exactly the same, which is a problem that Fighters has. Like, they got three Gokus on there, and they all fight the same damn way. So it's like, no, don't do that. And then, I'm on him right now. Super Saiyan God Goku, right? Why is this and this separated? When, to be honest, Super Saiyan God is just the level below Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. They should both be the same thing. Like what basically this is like, that's like splitting Super Saiyan 1 and Super Saiyan 1 and Super Saiyan 2. Like the only difference between these two is the color. Like Super Saiyan 1 is red, Super Saiyan 2 is blue. But they're both God variations of the Super Saiyan transformation. He's just using divine energy, so they should actually be one character. Like, it'll be sitting here, he will be base Goku, right? Then when he gets enough ki, he'll go Super Saiyan God. And then, kind of like how the Super Saiyan one works. If you have a certain amount of ki, you go Super Saiyan. You go one. And if you go a little bit higher in the ki before you transform, you'll go two. And if you're maxed out your ki or the higher than two, you'll transform to three, right? Like how it should be. So that's how this would be. So you'll have Super Saiyan God at the bottom there instead of Kaioken, like it'll be Kaioken. And now if you want Super Saiyan, boom, you'll go Super Saiyan. But for this one, it'll be Super Saiyan God, right? So when you transform with a certain amount of ki, you'll go with the red, Super Saiyan God. And if you go a little bit higher, you'll go blue or Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. Boom. Some of y'all probably gonna be like, but what about like the transformations like Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Evolved? Well, that's the thing. Those I'll get to those evolutions late. Oh, and then there's this too. Boom. Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. And we're not talking about for custom characters, by the way. We're sticking with the actual unique characters themselves. Like I know, of course, these awakening skills, which they're called in the game, they can be put on your custom characters, but we'll get into that later. But as of right now, we're talking about the specific actual main characters right now. So of course, and as you see, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, he did it in the show, so it would make sense that if you would go even higher than that, have your ki maxed out, boom, you'll go Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. Keep in mind, this is with Goku though, not with your custom. Just, specific to Goku himself, Super Saiyan God variant. And of course, now we have GT Goku. Another problem here is being that GT Goku and Goku Super Saiyan 4 are split. This is another problem. They did it with this one too. Not sure why they did this when GT Goku can transform into level 4, but this character should be a part of him. And if you look at GT Goku, he had the Super Saiyan awakening, but yeah, he can go level 1, 2, 3 like he did in the fight. We've seen in the fight against Super 17, but he also goes level 4 as well. So there's no reason why he should be they should be split apart like this. They should be sharing the same slot. So if they could just fix that, and you probably like, I know why they did it is because, Super Saiyan 4 is not a transformation in this game. Don't know why they did that. That should actually be a thing too. But that's another problem they could fix. These two characters though, for this situation here, these two characters should be the same, taking up one slot. Now next up, yeah, and this roster is kind of like that all the way through. You'll find a lot of discrepancies like that, like Great Saiyan Man being a separate character from Gohan adult. As you can see though, they had the same exact fighting stance. So like, it's like, why isn't he just an alternate swap for adult Gohan rather than being his own character? We all, if you play, you watch the show, you know this is Gohan. So why is, and their stance is the same. So it's like, why would you make him his own character when he is just another a costume swap of adult Gohan? That's weird. He don't even fight. He fights the same. So that's another thing. Oh, and then here we go again. Teen Gohan. Why is he just starting off as Super Saiyan? He should have base. He should, yeah. So they, they really, I don't know why they. All this does, I feel like this whole character roster could be cleaned up if they just did that. Like I said, like adult Gohan, Great Saiyan Man. Great Saiyan Man is adult Gohan. They even got the same fighting stance, so they could just squish them two together and put this slot for someone else. So I don't know what's up with that. Future Gohan's cool. He's one of my favorite. They could, even though his arm, the reason why his arm is broken down like fucking Nash from Street Fighter 5, unlike Nash, he actually lost his arm in the show, so they just kept it there because, I don't know, censorship. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see here. Yeah, they could clean all this up. You don't need to have all these different Turtle Hermit Gi versions of Krillin. Now what they could do is have a variation of him in the Gi battle damage, I guess. See, now a totally different costume is cool. And then GT Krillin, how he looked in GT with the hair. He actually has hair, so they missed the mark on that. What? Yeah, I don't know what they doing with Piccolo. They did like, look at this. Let's look at his moves. Like that. Look at it. Yeah, that's and yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Okay, so see, look at this. Now this is what I'm talking about. Look at TN. I don't really care about the moves here, but the way he look. When in fighting, usually in the fighting game roster, if you look at palette swap of a character, like that's basically what these top things is, like a palette swap, different costume. It's gonna be different, regardless if it's a different color or whatever. Like we have him TN looking like this, shirt off, whatever. Go to the next one, different. He got a shirt on, right? I mean, it's a small change, but it's a change from the regular one. Then we go 3. Oh, dude got a whole different outfit on. So that's cool. That's how that's supposed to be. Now we got Yamcha. Let's check Yamcha out. your moves. They should just gave him this last one. Okay, but yeah, that's dumb. Yeah, once again, the whole turtle hermit geese outfit. Yeah, if you're not gonna change the color or whatever, really like that, there's no reason to even have that. But another change. Look, you got a haircut. Now, later on in Super, he gets a new outfit, like a little, like he dresses like Ip Man a little, like the Kung Fu outfit. So don't know why they didn't have him with that outfit on here. They could have gave that to him too. So that's another missed opportunity. Now we go down. Yamcha's super villain. This has got to be the stupidest shit I've ever seen in this damn game. And there's a bunch of other characters with that too. The super villain thing. There's one for Frieza, Cooler, Cell, Broly, Boo, Janemba. Like, these super villain, and they all had the same moves too. Like Darkness Mixer, and they they actually gave these super villain variants their own character slots. When all they had to do and just make it one of these. If you're gonna do all that, just make it like a palette swap, right? But no, they gave them their own character slot. As you can see, it's pretty much the same as this one, but he just got that weird, that bluish tint with the silver hair with the evil eyes and stuff, the mark on his head, and that's another missed opportunity right there of cleaning up this roster. Keep in mind, this game came out years ago, and they still haven't did shit like tried to clean this up. So don't know what's going on with that. So let's go on here. Yep, look at that thing. Raditz. Same thing with Raditz. Keep in mind, like I said, the red part, the red outline person, that's the one that you can customize. But yeah, if you look at all these other slots, except this one, the only difference with this one, the one the shoulder guard is broken. Like, are you serious? That's it? Like, come on. Like, there should only be like two here. This and this. And then, of course, Vegeta got same treatment as Goku. You know, he got the Saiyan Saga. Then you got the Namek Saga. Frieza Saga. Of course, he got the Super Vegeta trans. He don't. Damn. Look at all these. You got 7 slots. All these 7 slots. And none of the first 7 slots don't even have him with the Super Saiyan. So it's like some of these don't even need to be here. Then after that, that's it. And this one, the Wii symbol battle suit doesn't have Super Saiyan either. What? That's weird. Huh. And of course, like I said, they should have GT Vegeta on here. Actually, I think they do have GT Vegeta. Let's see. I'm gonna go over a little bit, guys. Let's check this out. I just want to check. I'm not sure. I think I might be wrong. Yeah, I don't see it here. Yeah, I don't have any of the boss characters, the raid boss guys. Uh, Wait a minute. Oh no, you get his clothes. That's right. But yeah, you got level 4 Gogeta. So what they could have did, just made composite Dragon Ball Super Vegeta right here. You know, the one that had the Super Saiyan go from 1, or it got get Super Vegeta, since he never goes to 3, he just goes 1 and 2. have that Vegeta here. Boom, right? Oh, and Prince, and then you got Majin Vegeta. Well, why they call him Prince of Destruction Vegeta? That's weird. His name is Majin Vegeta, but that's not thing. They could actually make this Vegeta a version of this one of these. Like they can cut all this shit out and just make him a version or palette swap of the regular Vegeta, right? Then they could have the Dragon Ball Super Vegeta, who has the Super Saiyan God, and of course, because of the Broly movie, we know he has all the he's just the same as Goku with that, so he can go Super Saiyan God with the red aura. Then, of course, as you see on the screen, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, and just like in the show, in the Tournament of Power, he goes evolved, so he will have evolved, whereas Goku will have, the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Kaioken. And yeah, you're like, what about Ultra Instinct? Well, being that Ultra Instinct is a its own special case because it's not a version of Super Saiyan God. Super Saiyan is its own thing, kind of like Beerus and the his thing with the Beerus and Topo. Oh, I forget what they call it. The destruction, the Hakai stuff. Dang, I forget the name of it. I'll remember in a second here though. But yeah, we could have regular Vegeta that goes Super Saiyan, right? And I guess if you really want it, you can have Vegeta from Saiyan Saga that just don't have anything. Saiyan Saga Vegeta, I guess that makes sense because we have Nappa here. So yeah, we can have that too. Then Dragon Ball Z Vegeta that goes 1 and 2 with the palette swap in there with Majin Vegeta with his own little moves in there too. Then we could have Dragon Ball Super Vegeta, and he goes from Super Saiyan God to Super Saiyan. And they'll also clean up the awoken skill too if you want to. But then you have GT Vegeta, and of course he looks a little bit different. And he'll have the Super Saiyan 4 transformation, right? So going on to that, and now we go on to another problem, Zarbon. Now, if you've ever seen, now if you go back to the Dragon Ball Z and go to the Namek Saga when Vegeta fought and Gohan and Krillin were fighting against Zarbon and Dodoria, we all know that he got shot in the face. I think it was Gohan or Krillin that shot this man in the face and made him ugly. He got off. He started freaking out. What did he do? The man's transformed, right? So we know Zarbon, if you watch the show, you know Zarbon has a transformation. Yet, he doesn't transform in this game. So that's weird to me. Not sure why they took away his transformation when in the show he has one. But it's not there. So, Dodoria, we go next. Nell's cool. That's a cool character. They did good. They got all the game fuss. And yeah, this is Raccoon. That's his name, Raccoon, that Goku did the Kaioken assault on. So we did that. Look, Goldo, two palettes on two presets up here. Yeah, different moves don't, but still they look exactly the same. So really only needed was one. But here we go. Boom. Raccoon, battle damage Raccoon. So that works. Birder, see, he fell for that too. Then Jace, the Aussie. Oh, he did. Did he get Vegeta? He did, didn't he? Huh. I don't remember exactly. I know he definitely got Goku. But yeah. And he took he also took over in the story mode for this game. He possessed Trunks at some point. So yeah, that's a thing too. Yeah, see, they suffer from this whole Like they just changed like one or two moves. They didn't. That was a waste of time. Now look, here we go. See what I mean? Apul, Nibbana, Rowberry. Like this one, they the palette swap. They changed them up, color and everything. So this is what I'm talking about. These are actually different people. They just different palette swaps and different moves. So that's they did it right with this. These guys too, little henchmen guys. And look, oh yeah, and that's another thing. See, Lord Slug only has one. Yet you can put other Namekian moves on him, but he only has one. So why did they do that with him? But with these other guys, they got like 10 or 5 or whatever. So it's like Turles too. I only got one as well. Oh yeah, and that's another thing. The Saiyan Saga guys, all these Saiyans, the Uzuru transformation, that's you can't get that for some reason. Although they do have a Woken skill for Namekians called Become Giant, where they become really big. But yet Saiyans, all Saiyans actually should have this. The Uzuru form. Don't know why they don't have that. Vegeta should definitely have it. If they're just gonna go by what happened in the show, then Vegeta definitely should have it because he became a monkey, and Gohan too, and Goku, Kid Goku, anyways. But yeah, so that's not a thing on here. And the worst travesty of them all, Frieza. I don't know who made this decision with this show, with this roster, but they split Frieza one, two, three, four, 5 different characters, right? When in all honesty, all this should be one. And here's the thing: we know that Frieza he had one. This first form right here, two, three, four. This is his fourth form, right? But where's 2 and 3? Why have his first form, his final form, but not have his second and third form? That makes no sense at all. Like, completely no. And then his golden Frieza form was sitting here. So, I don't know. And the Changeling race, they actually have an awoken skill. It's the the golden form or whatever. But to be honest, all the Changelings should have the whole first, second, third. They probably didn't put in because it'll be hard to program it. I guess I'm assuming. I mean, his second form looks totally different. All his forms look totally different, right? So first form he looks like a little demon baby. Second form he looks like the devil, or a King Cold. I don't know if King Cold's not in this game, but if you're not familiar with the show, I guess in the beginning of Dragon Ball's, well, after the Frieza saga, you've seen King Cold and Mecha Frieza when they come. Goku comes back, and Trunks. That's when we first run into Trunks, right? He comes, appears, cuts Mecha Frieza up, kills him, and then kills King. I think he killed King Cold too. King Cold is what the Frieza's second form basically looks like, right? And then you got the third form where he gets his elongated head. He's super fast. In fact, at that point in time, Piccolo was actually pretty strong because he was actually able to fight Frieza in his second form. And he was stronger than Vegeta at that point. So that was cool. But then after he went to third form, Piccolo got destroyed. And that's when he did a little finger death shot move, and he was moving super fast. He looked totally different. But then after that, I think he went to his final form, and that's when we got this guy. And that's also when Goku showed up. Then we got the full power. He got a little buff. And then you don't get Golden Frieza until Super. So all of this should be one dude, like one slot, like right here. And like I said, with this whole super villain look, this should be just a palette swap, right? That's it. It should only be a palette swap. So we put that there. So they really messed this up with the Frieza. And then Cooler the same thing. Cooler's transformation. Well, we know on the show he doesn't start off in the first form. When we first see Cooler, he's already in the fourth form, right? So that's okay. Then we have this form when he gets the mouth guard and it gets bigger and stuff. Cooler's actually, I liked him way better than Frieza. So, and then that should also be one slot too. Now the thing I give with Cooler is the metal one. Metal Cooler could quite possibly have his own slot because, like I said, he doesn't have a transformation. He got recreated by the Big Getty stars, so and he don't transform no more. He's totally robot. Although I guess it would be cool to see like a little fantasy what if thing if Cooler still could transform into his final form, but metal. So that would be cool. But yeah, this definitely like this. All three of this, boom, could be one thing. Or maybe this could be its own. This could be a palette swap for this and be its own thing, and this could be its own thing too. And here's another thing: Android 17, Super 17 get a pass because they're both totally different. Like they're not the same at all. Like so, they can do their own thing. But Cell, on the other hand, just like Frieza, is another. They messed that up again, and they excluded one of his forms. His second form, not even present. So they got his first form, perfect form, and full power. But the second form, nowhere to be found. And of course, supervillain form again. So that makes no sense whatsoever. They should really clean that up too. And just like with Gohan, we had Great Saiyan 2 with Videl. As you can see, they got the same fighting pose and everything. This could be just another palette swap of current Videl. And with Videl, they actually did it correctly. Look, different clothes. This is her normal attire. This is the clothes she wore in the Broly movie, Second Coming. No, this is the second Broly Second Coming movie. Or is this the third one? I think it's the second one. Okay, this is when she was training Gohan then. I don't remember. But these are all, it's all different though. So it's totally different. Now this, they didn't have to do this. They could just kept it with the hat on and got rid of this, right? Now this is traditional Videl with the pigtails and everything. I'm not sure why this isn't right there, but okay. This is cool too. But they did alright with that. They could do a little bit better though. Hercule, they did change it. Put a little backpack, no backpack, and then this crazy is Super Saiyan Hercule. This is Hercule when he's dreaming, dreaming that he's actually the strongest Z warrior or whatever. Now, here we go with Buu. Now there's a game out there, if you're really like into the Dragon Ball franchise video games, there's a game by the name of Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Now in that game, they have all the characters in that game. No matter how big, how small they are, they're there. Every character, and they all have their right transformations, including this guy right here, Buu. Now thing is with Buu, Majin Buu and Super Buu, I would take them being different because they are different, right? So Majin Buu, and as a Super now, they could also give him that mode where he gets all fit, what we call Fit Buu, so they could do that for him. Oh yeah, Small Buu, so they could do that for him, right? But then with Super Buu, Tenkaichi 3, what they did was during his fight against the Z Warriors, Super Buu was able to take over some of the fighters like Gotenks, Piccolo, and Gohan, right? Oh, and that leads into this next bit too. Like you have Super Buu, like they, but of course, when I do this, it's changing some moves here, which is makes no sense. But Bugai Tenkaichi 3, you had Super Buu, then you had the Buu when he absorbed Piccolo, so he had Piccolo's cape. Then you had the Buu that Gotenks absorbed. So he had the vest of the fusion dance, the vest that they get when they do the fusion dance, and got some of Gotenks moves and all that. And they had this version of Boo. Now, not really and really sure why they did this, but this version of Boo, Gohan absorbed, did not come with the base game. This character was DLC. Why did they make a version of a character in the base game DLC? I do not know. Especially when that version of the character is weaker than a character, Kid Buu. Kid Buu, out of all the versions of Buu, is the strongest version. Keep in mind, this guy blew up the earth. But yet, my man's here is DLC. Not sure why they made that decision when this position could have went to another character. This guy should have already been in the game, but that's just one of the many mistakes they made with this game when it came to the roster, amongst other things. Now, and then of course the whole supervillain thing. I don't keep telling you, I don't know. I'm not sure why they did that, but other than that, I will give Majin Buu, the Buu, all the Boos. Like all the Super Buu variants should be with Super Buu. Kid Buu his own thing because he's nothing like the previous two, and vice versa, so on and so forth. Because all three of them are different. You got Fat, Slim, Kid. They all look totally different, fight different. So it's good. Now we got Janemba, and of course, if you've seen the Janemba movie with Gogeta Fusion Reborn, we know that this is the final form and not his early form. There's supposed to be Fat Janemba. In fact, there's a toy, you get a little mascot in this game that shows the fat version of Janemba. Not sure why they excluded the transformation from the game. I think it would have made Janemba even cooler that you could transform from him. And also, you could this is another character for changelings if you wanted to like I said, he had the sword move set. So changelings that want to have sword moves or have a generic sword combo, they could switch out with Janemba, and then they could get all his generic combos for their custom character, along with his special teleportation animations and stuff. So that would be cool too. And like I said, the super villain shit can go away. Now we got Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan. Now, another thing I want to talk about with this game is, like before with the not just transformations, but how the type of transformations you have for custom characters. Like with Saiyans, I get it. You could have I'll go into it in a second here. I'll show you. Let this thing load for a little bit. Now we're gonna go on custom, right? Not going to awoken skills. Now this is for all the ones that the Saiyans have access to, right? So you got, I'm just gonna show the Saiyan ones. Of course, the ones that pertain only to Saiyans, right? So you have Super Saiyan, like it says, turn the Super Saiyan power up. The more ki you have, the higher level when you transform. 3 max, and that's because you go from Super Saiyan 1 to 2 to 3. So that's how that works. Now you have Super Vegeta. Now this is the form that Vegeta took, Leave that there. It goes from 1 to 2. Of course, Ki Blasts are stronger with this one, so that's cool. You got the Goku one, the Vegeta one. And I guess being the sacrifice for this one is you only can go up to 2, but it has stronger ki blast. So that's the sacrifice for not having Super Saiyan 3s. You get that stronger, that other benefit. But then you have future Super Saiyan. It says can recover ki faster than any other type of Super Saiyan. But the only thing about this is that, well, in my opinion, it should not even be in the game because all it is this is future Gohan's transformation. Like all it does, like other than what it says, it just provides a different animation of when you go Super Saiyan. And of course, being that it's future Gohan's transformation, you only go Super Saiyan 1. So this actually should not even be here. They could have made this anything else. Like this could be Super Saiyan 4, right? That would be even better because Super Saiyan 4, not only is it different than a Super Saiyan, like the regular Super Saiyan, like gold hair and all that, but it's really strong, right? It's totally different. It looks different with the black hair, red fur, and all that. Then we have the Super Saiyan God transformations. As you can see, we got 3 different ones here. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, that came with DLC. Then we got Evolved. Then we got Super Saiyan God Male. And you're probably like, male? Why does it say male? Not sure. I'm assuming they're for the female. I got it for the female too, but I don't remember what it said because I mean, male, females, Saiyans transforming in Super Saiyan. There ain't no female for this Super Saiyan. When you're a female Saiyan and you get these other transformations, there's no female for it either. So I'm not sure why they put that there for this one. And also, there's not one there for the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan as well. The blue hair, right? So not sure what they was going for with that. And also they could meld this all together into just Super Saiyan God itself. And they could say the same thing here like it does with Super Saiyan. The more ki you have, the higher the level when you transform. So you can go, when you have the lowest level, you'll go red and blue, right? No need to even have evolved because that's a transformation specific only to Vegeta, right? So they don't even need to have that there. But there's a transformation that they could have in here that is a part of another Saiyan. Along with level 4, we also have Legendary Super Saiyan. And so far we have 3 characters in this game that have the Legendary Super Saiyan transformation. And that is Dragon Ball Z, Broly, Dragon Ball Super Broly, and then we got Dragon Ball Super Kale. All 3 of these characters have the legendary Super Saiyan transformation. So there's no reason why that should not be a transformation in this game. And also it looks different than the regular transformation. Whereas it does have the blonde hair, but it's tinted green, right? And all their moves had the greenish color as well. So we'll go back to Broly real quick. And as you can see, it's just Broly already in his legendary transformation. Now, as we know, if you watch the movies, Broly has a base form. He can go regular Super Saiyan, and then he goes legendary. But yet, here he is in his final form already. And like I said before, Budokai Tenkaichi 3, all the characters had their respective transformations ripped straight from the show how it's supposed to be. So there's no reason why these characters should not be made that the same way when that game came out almost 10 years ago. So like, or maybe more. I forget. Let's see here. And then of course the supervillain transformation. Now Gotenks is okay. They did him right, except the whole palette. Just change up one or two moves. They didn't need to do all that. In Dragon Ball Fighters, you don't see that. They could have just made these guys have a specific move set and kept it that way. And then we got the second fusion, Vegito. He has his whole thing, right? He can go Super Saiyan 1 and 2 as well. But his Super Saiyan is different. He can't go 3. Or we never seen him go 3 or 2. Or does he go 2? I think he can go 1 and 2. But I don't think he can go 3. Or at least we never seen him go 3. Then of course we have Janemba. Not Janemba. Although he can't, that's where he showed up for the first time, was in the Janemba movie. Gogeta. Now, here's another problem with this game. We have this Gogeta, but as you know, since Super came out, we have multiple Gogetas now. And of course, level 4 Gogeta. These Gogetas, of course, will have their own slots because they're both different. Like this level 4 Gogeta does not fight or have the same moves as this Gogeta from Dragon Ball Z. This is Dragon Ball Z, this is Dragon Ball GT, right? They're both totally different. I mean, same fusion, but two different shows. Or I would say, universes, right? So let's go to the other Gogeta. Oh, and here we go. I've almost forgot. Dragon Ball Super Vegito. Why is he all the way over here when he should? In fact, and this is another thing. All these since this is a fusion between Goku and Vegeta, they could have put Goku at the front, had Vegeta right there with him, then all the Saiyans, right? All the Saiyans right there at the front, and their fusions too. Like have Vegito up there as well with Broly. I mean, yeah, he's a bad guy, but he's still a Saiyan. Keep all those guys close together so easily to find them, have them sorted in a certain way, right? I mean, shouldn't the fusions of Goku and Vegeta be close to Goku and Vegeta? Same with Gotenks too. It's like, why they here? Is this like where the fusions go? Because if that's the case, why is this Vegito right here and the other one way over here? But yeah, that's another thing. Vegito's over here. This Dragon Ball Super. He goes, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. Of course, I guess when he pops up, he's already in Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. So I guess that makes sense. But now we have Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Gogeta. And this is where the problem lies. Now, with this character, when he came out, he had certain moves that he had from the movie. Like the Spirit Blaster move was a move he did in the movie. That Punisher shield, well, the Punisher shield, I don't know about that. And God Punisher, that's the move he throws the balls and at Broly, whatever. He did that move in the movie too. But let's go to this other character, Gogeta, Dragon Ball Super Edition. But wait, isn't the other one here? He's Dragon Ball Super 2, right? Yes, he is. The only difference with this Gogeta is he actually has all of the rest of the moves that he had in the movie. They were given to this Gogeta, right? So this Gogeta has Punisher Drive, Meteor Explosion. That's the final move he did on Broly, where he flipped him in the air and then lifted his hands up and blew him up from the inside. Comet Strike, the little 2 punches he did to him right up to before he did the kickflip move. And his generic combo string is the one where he did he's fighting like he did in the movie. Whereas this it's like they broke Gogeta in half and gave this half of a Gogeta a certain portion of moves he did in the movie, and this Gogeta they gave him the other half. So basically, what they should have did with both these characters is just combine them into one, because this Gogeta, of course, can only go Super Saiyan 1. Makes no sense. Like, there's a story, like, for the DLC where he came with the, I guess, Fu took away his ability to transform into Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, but it still makes no sense because in the movie, he can go base form. He starts off in base form in the beginning of the fight, then after Broly transforms, after a little bit after Broly transforms Legendary Super Saiyan mode, he transforms Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, and then he proceeds to beat his ass. So both these characters should actually be one character. So they really messed up with this character right here. Alright. Yeah, but pretty much that's the gist of the roster, and of course another example of that, like look, Super Saiyan got Vegeta over here chilling by himself when he should actually be part of combined with another character. And then we got the character from Dragon Ball Fighters, Android 21. Now here's the thing, in Dragon Ball Fighters, she starts off as this character, but when you play as her, you get her only in her Majin form, but on here we get her in her Android form. And that's another thing too, as we see there's multiple androids, don't know why they're not even a race to pick, but you should be able to pick them. But still, why are we getting why characters can't have their respective transformations? I don't know. And here we go. Topo, God of Destruction form. The God of Destruction is a transformation. Topo, that is, it's just not a thing for him because we can, as you know, Beerus is also a God of Destruction. So God of Destruction should be put on here as a transformation because we know that you can transform into this form because Topo did in the show. So this could be a new transformation they could put in the game for any character could have it because any person could be a God of Destruction as long as they prove they're strong enough. Correct? So don't know why they did not do that as well. That was also another missed opportunity in this game. In fact, and not only that, they only have him in this form. They don't have him in his regular form. So they could have made it like, and then get, since these are unique specific characters, not customized characters. You know what I mean? Like my custom character, this actual character like in the show. They could have made his transformation into the God Destruction form unique, like to how it was in the show. Like he could transform in the game like he does in the show. And as like I told you before, KO Legendary Super Saiyan, right here, she's not in her legendary. I think she is. Well, it says she's in Super Saiyan 2, but Legendary Super Saiyans, she looks way bigger. So I don't know why they didn't just have her. Although I mean in the show she does go this form too, but it's kind of weird with that. And then we got, but get off that, like Khalifa, she just only have her at Super Saiyan 2 when we know she has a base form 1 and 2. Same with Kel too. Don't know why they did not do that. Missed opportunity. They could have had Kel in her base form looking scared, like funny and shit, but when she transforms, she fights a totally different way, all serious and looks different. So they missed out on that. And also her legendary form when she goes crazy and blows up everything. They could have had that look for her too. So missed opportunities all around. Oh, and Dragon Ball Super Broly. Another thing about this, just like with Android 21 and Dragon Ball Fighters, you get Broly, but you don't get to play as him in his legendary Super Saiyan form. You only get to play as him in his base form. When you do his level 3 move, he transforms Legendary Super Saiyan, but once the move is over, he goes back to his base form, but his top is blown off. Whereas in this game, you only get Broly in his legendary form, and he's never in his base form. So, like I said, that's the thing with this game. Characters not having to respect the transformations. Baby starts out as final form, no Uzuru form, just this form. So, Goku Ultra Instinct, yeah. Now he can be his own thing because pretty much when like a fighting game, you have your super powered boss character. That's basically what Goku Ultra Instinct is. Super powered boss character, right? And yeah, Android 13. So there's so many different androids out in the Dragon Ball franchise. There's no reason why they should not be their own race. But yeah, and then Supreme Kai time. Another reason why the Kai race should be a thing because we have so many different examples of Kais participating in fights too. We have Supreme Kai time, and where is Zamasu, right? So that's two different Kais, right? So I don't know. And then there's Goku Black is a Kai that is Zamasu who wished to be in Goku's body. Then we got Fusamasu, of course, fusion of both these characters. So yeah, Kais should be. That's two races, androids and Kais that should be in this game as well, right? And then Jiren full power, and you got regular Jiren. So this is another waste of that. So yeah, this when it comes to like I said in the beginning of the stream or video, the story for this game is good. Like with my review, the story is very good for what it's supposed to be. It does its job, but everything else could be vastly improved to make this game way better, way better. Like I could get into the technicalities of like the moves themselves, but when it comes to that stuff, it's all over the place. Like I give one thing for that. I think all your ultra powerful super moves, like I'll give an example here. Your ultimate attacks. All these moves should be cinematic moves because there have been plenty of times where you'll do, depending on the what the ultimate attack is, characters could fall out of these moves and you just wasted all of that bar. Like of course some of these moves 3 up to 5 bars a key, right? 5 being, or shit, if you got Jiren's move, your whole key bar, right? So with that being said, to try to do this move, get your opponent caught in it, just to have them fall out and not get hit by the full effect of it would be very, very aggravating. So that's another thing that they could improve upon on this game. Also improve the AI of your allies as well to help solo players take on parallel quests, especially the more harder ones. Two, and to go into that, the parallel quests, remove RNG. If you complete the stage at a Z ranking, which is the highest ranking, you should get all the rewards for that quest, hands down. None of that luck stuff. There's no reason for that in this type of game. Not a MMO, so there's no reason for that. So it's like I said before, it's not providing a huge advantage over other players like that. So there's no reason for RNG to be here in this type of game. It ain't like if you get it's not like a game like Borderlands or something where you get a weapon and the stats can be re-rolled, or Neo 2, the same thing. But no, they could get rid of all of that. Get a Z ranking, you get all the rewards that come with doing that quest, right? Also, like I said, to make people want to play this game more, You know, expand the longevity of this game, give something for people to work towards. Make it so that when you max out your friendship level with these characters as mentors, you gain access to their combo chains. You know, and have it so you can switch them out with your custom character, which offers way more customization for these characters. And I guess role playing, if you do that sort of thing, you want to make a sword based character, you can have Tapions. In fact, you got Tapion stuff on here. Yeah, I think. Well, I don't think, is he an instructor? I think he is. Not sure. Dang, he isn't. Well, that's not. They could make him an instructor, max on his friendship level, get his combo chain, Janemba 2, all those characters, and so on and so forth with all the other characters on here, right? So you could do that with all of them. And then clean up the character roster too. And there's a lot, and give every character their respective transformations. Now, I could also go into adding more characters to this game, but in order to do that, I would rather them fix all the mistakes or improve upon all the things I pointed out first before they put more characters in. That way, they won't make those mistakes with future characters coming into the game, right? But with that being said, I'm gonna end it here, and I thank you guys for tuning in. And if you want to, you can subscribe. I plan on making more videos like this in the future, and try to get more games on here. If I do make another one, depending on how I feel, I think the next one will be on. We'll see what happens, right? Alright then, guys. Peace out. Hit y'all later.